Let's face it, the world is just a little bit mental at the moment. And when this country is being run by a Brexit-obsessed, strong and stable spouting, wheat-field-running Prime Minister, for God's sake. And if you think that's crazy, you should have a look at the situation that's developing at the other side of the planet between these two gentlemen. That's Kim Jong-un of North Korea and Donald Trump of America. It is mental. Right, let's start from the beginning. Kim Jong-un started firing nuclear missiles into the sea. He was aiming for America, came up short. Considerably short, thank God. Now, Donald Trump could have handled it a bit better than he did, to say the least. He could have been more diplomatic, he could have been very sensible, chosen his words carefully, maybe tried to open a dialogue with North Korea, understand why they're doing it. Instead, he just went on a rant on Twitter, started spouting some shite, and basically said that he would rain fire and fury upon North Korea should they do anything. Which basically means, if you're going to fire stuff at us, we're going to fire stuff back. And Kim Jong-un's response was basically,
"Ooh, tough guy."
Yeah. And it's escalated from there. The war of words has been non-stop since. And these are two gentlemen who are fully capable of pressing the red button, and I think they probably would. So, worst case scenario, and they do press those buttons, we're looking at World War III. We're looking at global nuclear war, which is a bit mental. So I've been looking at this whole situation going, well, if that happens and, weapons start getting fired towards the UK, are we what are we going to do? I don't know what to do. Well, it turns out the British government prepared for this scenario in the 1970s. They made a series of public information films called Protect and Survive. Now, these films have been locked away. They were only ever going to be shown on British television within 48 hours of an impending nuclear attack. Now, I've heard that they've been updated over the years, tweaked slightly, edited, but I wanted to try and uncover them, and it looks like I've found them. So I was going to watch these and share them with you all, just so we know what to do if the shit hits the thermonuclear fan. So, well, let's see what advice the British government have provided for us.
Nuclear explosions are caused by weapons such as H-bombs or atom bombs. They are like ordinary explosions, only many times more powerful. Well, maybe not that powerful, but they are pretty big explosions nonetheless. The heat and blast is so severe that it can kill and destroy buildings for up to 5 miles from the explosion. This is followed by fallout. Fallout is dust that is sucked up by the explosion. It rises high into the air and can be carried by winds for hundreds of miles before falling to the ground. Exposure to radioactive dust will not give you superpowers, but it can kill you, which is anything but super. You and your family can dog it out and survive such an attack, and later on, we will show you what steps to take. You are far better off at home, as this is the place you know and where you are known. So please, stay where you are. I said stay where you are. Thank you. That's not staying where you are, that is running away. Stay where you are. Now listen here. You're being very rude and very naughty. If you leave your home, even for a few minutes, the local authorities may mug you off and fill it with other families. And if you move, Authorities in the new place will mug you off further by not helping you with food, accommodation, or other essentials. Don't be a double mug. Stay at home. You need to build an inner refuge or fallout room in your house in preparation for an attack. This room is the room furthest away from both the roof and the outside walls, and is the room you will use to ride out the worst of the attack. Here is an example of an inner refuge. A cupboard under the stairs, with lots of boxes of earth and sand on the outside for added protection. This is especially important if your house suffers a direct hit, as you will need all the protection you can get. If you live in a caravan or other building of lightweight construction, which provides you with very little protection against fallout, you are effectively buggered. Following a nuclear attack, you must keep away from fallout until it is safe. This may mean staying in your fallout room for up to 14 days. Prepare yourself now for all the things you need and put them in your fallout room. Here is a list of the most important things you will need. Drinking water, beer or other alcoholic beverages. There is nothing better than getting plastered in the wake of impending doom. Tinned food, preferably with a tin opener. Portable radio and spare batteries. Cutlery and crockery. Warm clothing for when the inevitable fires subside. And now here are a list of things that will make living in your fallout room much more comfortable. Sleeping bags and bedding. Portable stoves and pans. Candles, matches, and torches. Table and chairs. Toiletries and soap. Clock and calendar. Notepad for writing messages, although posting them may be difficult. Board games or playing cards. However, please avoid games that are prone to cause arguments, such as Monopoly or Pokemon trading cards. For example, you may have a Pikachu card, and your son or daughter may have a shiny Mewtwo, and consider it superior to your Pikachu. Whilst it is common knowledge that Pikachu is considerably more badass, your child may disagree, and this could lead to an argument. Avoiding these games is important, as you do not want to fall out in your fallout shelter. As animals are generally more astute than humans at sensing impending danger, please note that your pets may be able to alert you about an attack. For example, if your cat sounds like this, there is a fair chance they may be possessed. However, they could possibly be warning you about an impending nuclear attack. If you do not have any pets, you will need to listen out for warnings. Here is a reminder of what the air attack warning sounds like. This is the sound.
Does anyone know the way? Did we hear someone say?
We just haven't got a clue what to do.
Does anyone know the way? There's got to be a way.
When you hear the air attack warning, you and your family must stop dancing and take cover at once. Do not stay out of doors. Now this is what to do if you are out of doors when the warning sounds. Take cover at once when you hear the attack sound. If you cannot reach home in 10 minutes, take cover in the nearest building. If there is no building nearby, you have to dog it out. Firstly, try and find some solid cover. If there is no solid cover, lie flat in a ditch or a hole and cover your head, hands, and face as fast as you can with some of your clothes. An alternative is to put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Now here is a reminder about fallout warnings. These sounds indicate that fallout is expected. When you hear them, you must stay in the safest position in the house. Keep the doors shut and do not go outside until you are told it is safe. Here is the all clear warning. When you hear this warning, you may leave your room, but listen out for further warnings. After an attack, fires will have broken out in many places. If by some miracle the fire service is still in existence after the attack, they will tackle fires in an orderly manner like so. Turn off the gas, as you do not want to be involved in another explosion. Water is needed to tackle the blaze. Throw the water onto the fire and hope for the best. If the fire gets out of control, start reflecting on the good innings you have had, as you are unlikely to have any more. Finally, throughout the nuclear attack, do not forget your booklet, Protect and Survive. It tells you how you and your family can complete the ultimate dog and survive a nuclear attack. Read it, remember it, and stay safe. Good luck.
Well, what the bloody hell was that all about? Oh, if you think that's mental, it's not half as mental as the situation that's developing around the other side of the planet, where I actually believe there is a tiny possibility that, if you don't, calm things down, Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump could actually spark off a nuclear war. They're treating it as some kind of game at the moment. And this is the thing I want to put across to Donald and to Kim. If they're treating nuclear war as a game that can be won, there is only one winning move. And that is not to play. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And I just hope they know that. And for everyone's sake.